That was Nashville Worship with the Watery Grave. Here on your radio station, AM 930, The Light, Edmonton's Positive Talk. Well, the last couple of days, we've been looking at Psalm 15. David asked a question in Psalm 15, verse number 1. He says, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who can dwell in your tabernacle? And who can live on your holy hill? Well, he goes on to say in verse number 3, he says, whose tongue will utter no slander. That means that you and I are very selective in what we say and how we say it. Then he says, also someone who doesn't do any wrong to their neighbor. They understand what Jesus had to say when he says, listen, your neighbor is, of course, someone who's very in specialty. You say, you're talking about my immediate neighbor? No, what Jesus was talking was your interaction with people that you meet every single day. You see, when you show love, one of the first things you do, of course, is show kindness. You are an encourager, and also as well, you want to speak the things that God wants you to speak, and that, of course, speaks of things that are comfort and exhorting people towards, betterment, etc., like that, and also cast no slur on others. That means that you don't gossip and slander about others. I know in our world today, especially if you happen to go, let's say, through a checkout, you can find all the rags there, all the magazines that are talking about the latest Hollywood gossip. And I know that we like gossip. But the truth of the matter is, as believers in Jesus Christ, and also someone who is a representative of the Lord in our world today, we need to check our mouths. David said this. He says, Lord, put a watchman on my mouth that I will not sin against you. What's in our heart is going to come out in our speech sooner or later. So the simple fact is, make sure that you have the Lord working in your heart. And that is what's going to come out. But also as well, recognize that your words and the words that we have power. So let's use them properly. And when we do that, we're going to, of course, be able to represent the Lord, and also as well, we will be the type of people that God wants to use in our world today. A little thought for you today. From your friends here to AM 930 The Light, Edmonton's Positive Talk.
Dr. Charles Stanley.